In my last video, I shared the limited data available that shows that anticoagulant therapies alone do not seem to be effective against COVID and microclots. Today I want to talk about why anticoagulant therapies don't seem to work. The answer is that there's a second mechanism that occurs alongside the formation of microclots that reinforces and makes the microclotting worse. That second mechanism is platelet hyperactivation. Platelets are a component of the blood that are also a part of the natural mechanism for clotting. Their main function is to rapidly bind to damaged blood vessels and to aggregate with blood clots and other platelets to prevent excessive bleeding. As a result of activation of the platelet, several things happen, including changes in the overall shape of the platelet, release of proteins and signaling molecules from the platelet, and activation of cell surface receptors on the platelet. There's a lot of molecular events that happen during platelet activation. I've prepared a written summary of some of them. If you want to see that, check out my bio and click the link. The bottom line is that when platelets get activated, they release a bunch of proteins and signaling molecules. And platelet activation touches off multiple events that result in the aggregation of platelets with each other, enlargement of the blood clot, adhesion of the platelets to the clot through platelet receptors that bind fibrin, and adhesion of the clot-platelet complex to the site of injury. This is how a blood clot forms to stop bleeding. Does platelet activation happen in long COVID? The short answer is yes. Platelets are activated so much in long COVID that they're considered to be quote-unquote hyperactivated, meaning the activation is of a larger magnitude than you'd expect from natural activation of the platelets. This hyperactivation leads to platelet aggregation and binding of platelets to the abnormal amyloid microclots that form in long COVID. This makes the microclots even larger inside, harder to break down, and the platelet hyperactivation contributes to the inflammation and immune responses in long COVID. Now that we understand that both abnormal amyloid microclots and platelet hyperactivation are underlying mechanisms in long COVID, it's easy to see why anticoagulant therapies alone don't seem to help treat COVID. Platelet hyperactivation is procoagulatory in and of itself, so attempting to stop microclot formation just with an anticoagulant without addressing platelet hyperactivation is unlikely to be effective in treating COVID and long COVID. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments, and as always, you can follow my research and give me feedback by leaving a comment below, checking out my bio, and following me. Thanks, and see you next time.